All right. Okay. Pains or injuries? Good. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Intermediate Advanced Lab, Level 2, Level 3. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate, sitting up on some blocks or some blankets. Make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take a comfortable cross-legged position. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. As you continue to connect to your breath and to your spine, even out your seat. Through the inhale, let the crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you lengthen. And then through the exhale, grounding firmly and evenly through your seat. Inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions. And then with the exhale, empty it all out. Ujjayi breath whenever you're ready. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed. Hands together in prayer on front of the heart. Pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself. Your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Then chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll it center. A few more rounds. And chin back toward the chest to pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor near your spine. and then extending the legs forward, separating the feet, hands to support either side, and turn your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotations. Back to center, switch them around. Center again, cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Take the arms up to extend, twist to the right on the exhale. Stay twisting to the right, reach your right hand further back, lean the torso back, and then twist, finding a different spot along the spine. Take it back up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. So first, the vertical spine. Stay twisting, reach back a little bit, lean back a little bit as well, and find a different spot to twist into. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right, right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. Reach your left hand to the right hand corner of the room, let the left shoulder descend a little bit, and then dipping down on the left side a little bit, finding a different spot along the upper back on the left side. Inhale, take it back to stack, all the way up to center. Exhale, other side. And then again, reach your right hand to the left-hand corner of the room. Right shoulder descends a little bit. Take it back to stack, all the way back up to center. Hands back behind you, outer rotation. Lift, broaden, gently looking up. Come back to center, arms up, legs forward, and then forward fold. Release. Let the feet separate a little bit wider. Left hand to the floor, right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Staying here. Right hand to outer left leg, left hand further back, and deepening the twist. Right hand, yeah. Stay twisting to your left. You're going to roll to the outer left foot, inner right. Left hand to the floor. Lift and extend. Take the seat back down, square back to center, and then switching sides. Right hand to the side, left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Left hand to outer right leg for more resistance. Right hand further back behind you, and then deepen the twist. And then roll to the outside of the right foot, inside the left. Lift and extend. Release, square back. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Windshield wiper. All right, come back to center. Keep the left heel in. Right heel draws back. Walk your hands over to your left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward halfway. Stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward even more. Take it back up to center. Keep the legs. Counter twist. Back to center. Left hand to the floor. Lift. Extend. Right arm back in space for the heart opener and the back bend. Right arm up and overhead, stretching to your left. Release, take the seat back down, switch sides, right heel comes in, left leg goes back, reverse letter S. Walk your hands over to the right, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, bow forward halfway, stop at the halfway point, inhale again, exhale, twist deeper, bow forward even more. Inhale, take it back up, keep the legs, counter twist to your left. Back to center, right hand to your floor, lift, extend the left arm up and back. Left arm over the left ear, stretching to the right. Release, seat back down. Soles of feet together, feet a little bit further forward. Grab the inner feet or thread the arms under your legs, and you can round forward. Take it back up, windshield wiper, feet to the floor, pivot to your heels about mat's width, and then windshield wiper. Next time you drop your knees to your left, stay there, sit up, turn to look behind you, left hand to the floor, right arm out, and then extend it out. Reach, reach, reach. Walk back to center, square back. And again, windshield wiper again. Next time you draw your knees to the right, stay there, sitting up tall. And then start to face the back. And then right hand to the floor for support. Left arm forward. And reach, reach, reach to extend. Take it back up. Square back. Windshield wiper one more time. And then finally, coming back to center, cross at the shins. Walk your hands forward, down dog. And walk it out, side to side. All right, once you've walked it out a little bit, feeling pretty good and you're even on both sides, come back to stillness in the down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Raise your right leg back up, step the right foot forward. Warrior one, arms up high. Take the arms out to a T position. Lean the torso back as you gaze upwards. Come back to center, reach your arms forward, and round your mid and upper back, chin toward the chest. Take back up to vertical for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Side angle, right arm to modify, or right hand to the floor, left arm up. Extended side angle, left arm reaching forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Keep the half bind. Lengthen your right leg for a half bound triangle. Extended triangle, left arm up and forward, palm facing down. Inhale all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. And all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Re-extend. Stepping the left foot forward. Warrior one. Extend the arms out to a T. Draw the arms back. Lift the gaze up for the back bend. Come back up to vertical. Reach the arms forward and round just your mid and upper back, chin toward the chest. Back up to vertical for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Right arm up. Extended side angle, right palm to face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, stack. Keep the half bind, lengthen your left leg, half bound triangle. Extended triangle, right arm up and forward, palm facing down. All the way back up, reverse triangle. Hands to the floor, left foot back. Plank, and then lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Cobra pose. All the way down, and then child's pose. Down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Left hand catching your right wrist. Extend. Side bend left. Back to center. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend right. Back to center. Hands back behind you. Interlace. Lift to gaze up. Bow forward. Devotional. Take it back up. Warrior one. Keep your arms up. Open up to shape of warrior two. Side bend forward for side angle with both arms extending. Inhale, take it back up 3 times. Exhale, side angle. Take it back up. Exhale, side angle and hold for 3, 2, 1. Back to vertical. Lengthen out the right leg. Same thing in triangle. Side bend it forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend forward and hold for 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward, warrior one. Right hand catching your left wrist, extend. Side bend to the right. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend left. Back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Non-dominant thumb on top. Lift to gaze up. Bow forward. Devotional. Back up. Warrior one. Keep the arms up. Open up to shape of warrior two. Side angle forward. Inhale, take it back up 3 times. Side bend it forward. Take it up. Side bend forward and hold. 3, 2, 1. Up to vertical. Keep the vertical line. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle variation. Side bend it forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend it forward. Up to vertical. Side bend forward for 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Left foot back. Plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Right knee outside the right arm in touch. Kick it back up. Open up the hips and flip. Vashisthasana. Pick up the right foot. Right hand to right knee. You can stay there or yogic toe lock if you have. And extend. Step the right foot back behind you for the flip dog again. Take the seat down, facing the back of the room. Marichyasana. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and forward fold to grab the left foot with your right hand. If you want to take a half bind, wrap the right arm around the right shin. If you have the extension and the shoulders, take a full bind. Left hand behind you. Taking the bind and forward fold once again. Release, take it back up, keep your legs, twist to the right, wrapping your left arm around your right knee. Back to center, counter twist to your left. Back to center, turn the right toes out, Skandasana. Left hand, grab the right ankle, side bend over your left leg, right arm over. Start to release, coming back up. Keep the legs, side twist to your left. All right, preparing to come back to flip dog. So step the right foot back, step the outside the left foot down, left hand behind you, take it back to flip dog. And then flip to raise your right leg back up, 3-legged dog, knee comes into twist, touch your left arm, kick it back up. Fallen triangle, right leg over to left side and extend. Stay here or pick up the right foot with your left hand to extend or suspend it. Keep the right leg, left arm forward. Take the left foot back down for the flip dog, hands to the floor, and then lower your feet. Your legs are 90 degrees on the outside of the right leg, inside of the left. Square to face forward, and then start to walk your hands forward to take your forearms down like Sphinx. So same measurement, right? Shoulders width, forearms down to parallel, right shoulder over your elbow, right? So that you're 90 degrees. And then press your right elbow down to draw the right shoulder back. Press your left elbow down to draw the left shoulder forward, going into a deeper thoracic twist. Then keep your right forearm down. Extend the left arm forward, and then crawl the left fingertips even further forward as you let the left shoulder descend even more. So going deeper into your thoracic twist. Walk your left hand in, lift the right elbow up, going even deeper. Threading the needle, left arm underneath your right. So notice your torso can lean to your left a little bit, right, to accommodate for flexibility. So as you bend your right elbow and letting your left shoulder draw down toward the floor, left cheek, your torso might angle to your left a little bit. That is fine. Do the best you can to leverage your weight and work with your flexibility. If your left shoulder, left cheek comes down, fantastic. If not, just hover as you need. Press your right hand back down, lift, walk your hands back in. Preparing to break, tuck the left toes under, inhale, kick your right leg back up, three-legged dog. Stepping your right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, half moon. Right hand forward about a foot, lobe up to right side. Once you steady your balance, left arm forward, palm facing down, left arm parallel to floor, point the left toes back. Stay there or bend your left knee to grab the foot with your left hand, Chapasana. Stay there with one hand or both hands to your left foot. Come back to the half moon, releasing. Revolve your half moon, left hand down, square off your hips, right arm up to twist. Right palm face down, reaching forward, extend, point the left toes back. Then binding, bend your left knee, grabbing the inside of the left foot with your right hand to revolve Chapasana. See the spinal twist. Right hand behind you, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, twist. Back to center, counter twist to your left. One-legged crow to face the back of the room, so you're going to lift, set up your arms. Then it's the left knee to back of the left arm, and then shift and raise your right leg back. Now, if you're not able to take the right foot off the floor, that is okay. Just lean forward, just like you would do with a preparation for a regular crow, and just keep the foot on the floor, just like this. All right? If you're able to shift to raise your right leg, take it. If not, just one arm. All right? Left knee, left arm, right foot back. Right foot back. That's it. Okay, so that could be an option. You're faking it. That's okay. All right. When you're ready, step it back. We came back to the seated spinal position. Right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga, dog down dog. All right, if you've had enough push-ups already, you can just go back to down dog. You don't have to take every push-up. Left leg up, Draw the left knee in. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up, open up the hips, and flip. You may stay here, Vashisthasana. Left hand to left knee, or yogic toe lock, and extend. Step the left foot back behind you, and take the seat down. All right leg extended, left knee is bent, Marichyasana. All right hand to floor for support, left arm is up, inhale, exhale, reach forward with your left hand to grab the right foot. You are staying here, or wrap the left arm around the left shin for the half bind. The right hand goes back behind you for the full bind, and then forward fold once again. Release, take it back up. Twist to your left, wrapping your right arm around your left knee. Back to center, counter twist. And then preparing to flip back again. Skandasana. Turn your left toes out, setting up for Skandasana. Right hand, grab the left ankle, side bend over the right leg, left arm over. If you can bind, take the bind. Almost forgot this one. And starting to release, take it back up. All right. Step the left foot back in, preparing to flip back again. Roll to outside the right foot, lift. Then flip it back, left leg up, a three-legged dog. Left knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up, fallen triangle. Left leg over to the right side. Lift and extend. You may stay here or pick up your left foot with your right hand and just hold it. Or suspend the left leg and reach your right arm forward. Flip it, sit on the outside of the left leg, right foot. Legs are roughly 90 degrees. Square the torso to face forward. Walk your hands forward about a foot or so, and forearms down, setting up for the shape of your Sphinx. All right, so you're on the outer left leg, inner right. Actively press your left elbow down, draw the left shoulder back. Actively press your right elbow down, right shoulder forward. Then reach your right hand further forward. As you crawl the fingertips against the floor, walk your right fingertips forward, let the right shoulder start to draw down, and that will deepen your thoracic twist. All right, then walk your right hand in, lift the left elbow up. Then threading the needle, right arm goes underneath the left. So as you bend the left elbow, drawing the right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. Your torso might angle to the right a little bit. That is okay. Accommodate for your flexibility. And just keep working your right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor as you deepen your twist. All right, press into your left hand, lift back up, walk your hands back in. Tuck the right toes under, kick your left leg out, three-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon. Once you steady your balance, right arm forward, palm facing down, point to your right fingertips, point your right toes back, lengthy right side. Then bend your right knee, reach back with your right hand to grab the right foot, outside the right foot. You can stay here with just right hand or both hands to your right foot. Take it back to half moon, left hand down, right arm up. Extend the right leg. Then revolving it, right hand to the floor, square up your hips. Left arm up to twist. Extend the left arm forward, palm facing down. Point the right toes back. Get lengthy. Then bend your right knee, reach back to grab the foot with your left hand. Revolve Chapasana. Seated spinal twist. Right knee behind the left heel. Gently take your seat down. Left hand is behind you. Right arm is up. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. One-legged crow setup to face the back of the room. So as you rotate, plant your palms. Left foot stays down. Right knee to back of the right arm. All right, so you have options here, right? You can pick up the right foot and keep your left foot down and just work there. Or do as Yvonne did, right foot down, left leg up. Right? Or the full one-legged crow. Right knee to back of right arm and shift and take the left leg back as well. All right, when you're ready to break, come back to the seat. So your left leg should be on top. All right, warrior one, stepping your left foot down, rise up. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga up dog, down dog, but straight back to down dog if you've had enough push-ups. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, crescent moon, left knee comes down. Extra padding as you need. All right, once you're set up and you're ready, arms up. If you want to take your hands back behind you for the heart opener. If you want, start to bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand, grabbing the foot, and then the right arm, forward, up, and back. If you're going further, to take the version 2. So Yvonne, you're on the wrong leg. That's okay. Just keep going there or switch hands and go mermaid. Yeah, good. You did the revolve mermaid 1, which is fine. You just can't do revolve mermaid 2. Although I'm sure somebody out there would be able to. All right, starting to release. So Yvonne, you're just going to do opposite of us. So turn the right toes out. Right side turns out, right arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. And then again, binding. Right hand to left foot. Release your bind. Right arm over the right ear toward the left side. Correct. And threading the needle. Right arm under as you draw the right shoulder toward the floor. Release, take it back up, half split, tuck the left toes under, shift back, flexing your right foot. So your hips line up over your left knee. So this is my preferred way of doing the half split, right? So there are people who do it sitting down on the heel. It's a different one, slightly different, right? I prefer this way, right? Because the purpose of me doing this is to eventually get you to a split. So there's a whole sequence I like to do here. So this is mostly the reason why I like to do this. I just find it to be a much more effective way of doing this half split stretch. All right, step the right foot back down, walk your right foot forward a few inches further, and then lean forward again. So we're getting deeper into a lunge, and then we're going to go back to one more hamstring stretch before we come into this split. Shift back once again. I just want to give credit where it's due. I did not make this particular thing up. I learned it from my wonderful teachers at New York Health and Racket Club. People like, I guess, like Deborah Blum, Michael McCardle, and people like that who have really influenced my practice. And this is the type of stretches that they would do before we go into a split. All right, when you're ready, slide the right heel forward, left knee back, right heel forward, left knee back, and then find your way, nice and slow, into a split if you have it. If you do not, just keep your hands supporting. For those at home with blocks, you can always insert a block, right? So some people like to sit on the block. I like to take it underneath the hamstrings because, right, if you're less flexible, if you put the block closer to your knees, right, it's actually going to support you more. Because if you're quite high, if your block doesn't reach, right, if you're sitting on it and your block doesn't reach, you can make the block more effective by moving it forward to where there's less distance between your leg and the floor, right? So if you move the block further forward, the block is going to help you more. So that's why for myself, I like to take the block, if I need it, to the hamstrings. Right? So for example, for you guys, right? If you have a regular block, you can't sit on it. You guys are too high, right? So how do you make the block work for you? You take it closer to the knee because the leg slants down, right? So by taking the block and wedging it closer to where your legs are, you can actually use the block more effectively. All right, let's start to break. Use your hands, lift the feet, and gently drag the right foot back, drag the feet back, and then step the right foot back down, coming forward into a lunge again. Support with both hands, and step the right foot back, walk it out, side to side. All right, and once you get a few steps in, heels together, toes apart, and then take into the extended malasana. Down dog. Left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Crescent moon, second side. So, yeah, Ivan, yeah. Good. And then lunge forward. Let's get into the right positioning. Extra padding to your right knee if you need. And once you have that set up, arms up, Venus Mudra. Wrap the hands back behind, interlace with the non-dominant thumb on top. Then start to bend your right knee with your right hand. Grab the outside of the foot. So if you're taking the regular mermaid one, same hand, same foot, right hand to grab the outside of the foot. If you happen to take the revolved, it's the left hand to grab the inside of the right foot in a revolved position. And then if you're ready to take version two, grab the inside of the foot, draw that right foot in, slip it to your right elbow crease. If you can't reach to bind, left arm can reach up. If you can reach back to bind, take the other hand. Now, the other trick I like is once you have the foot to your elbow crease, right, you don't want the right hand away from you. You want to think about the right hand going toward the head because you can't look back behind you, right? I guess you could, right? You don't really want to look back behind you to find the hand. So if you have the hand closer to the head, you always know where your head is, right? So you can reach back and maybe find your hand more easily. All right, when you're ready to break, start to release. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Right hand comes to the floor, left arm up and behind you to twist. That's correct. No, that's correct, Yvonne. Yeah. Muscle memory. Now it makes sense, right? And then if you're going further to bind, left hand to right foot and kick back. And then starting to release, half split. Turn your left toes forward, tuck the right toes under. Shift back and line up the hips over your right knee. Flex your left foot. Hands to either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And Margaret and I have been so lucky to have benefited from some of the amazing teachers in your Health and Racket Club. Truly, there were some really magical teachers there that really inspired me. All right, stepping your left foot back down. Crawl the left foot forward a few inches and lean forward. And then shift it back a little bit once again. When you're ready to take your split Hanumanasana, keep the weight light on the front heel because then you can slide the left heel forward without dragging too much and then inch your right knee back a little bit. Slide the left heel forward, inch right knee back. So just gently negotiate your way, nice and easy, right, into your split. Admittedly, it probably took me 5 to 7 years of consistent splits practice to eventually get there. I was closer to like where you guys are, way up high, right? Because I was always like a little monkey when I was a kid, but I was never really like flexible, right? And so coming into yoga was a real task for me to get into some of the flexibility. But consistent practice, my body was able to yield enough to kind of get to certain things. That's not to say that every body will be able to yield into a split, right? So some of us will get there a little bit sooner. Other of us will require a lot more work and consistent work, right? So just to be realistic about our expectations, right? We can't all get into a split just because we practice every day, right? All right, let's start to release. Make your way back up by gently lifting. Be light on the front heel again. So you want to drag the foot back. Step the left foot down, lean it forward, and then stepping the left foot back, and you can walk it out a little bit before you come into the extended squat. All right, once you're set, heels together, toes apart. I like to take the extended squat, my favorite way of neutralizing the pose. And then down dog. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. Feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Hands together in prayer. Let's twist your left first this time. Right elbow to left knee. You twist the chair, make sure your knees are lined up, feet are lined up, and then apply the pressure of the arm to the outer left leg so that the upper torso can lift so they can stack your shoulders more effectively, right? You want your hands, your wrists, and your elbows to line up in a straight line the best you can. Staying here for another 3, or if you have a side crow, go ahead and take your arm balance. All right, let's break. Step back down, square back to center chair. Exhale, dive forward for one giant slow breath. You're going to come right back up to chair, stepping on the right foot. Pick up the left knee, tree pose. Once you get to tree, you can take whatever you want, right? Or you can just follow me, or you can just stay in basic tree, right? If you're following me, hands back behind you, interlacing, broadening. If you're side bending to your left. Today I'm going to take a forward fold, arms out to a T, and keeping your legs in tree as you take your torso into tabletop. Or airplane, however you want to describe this, right? Alrighty. When you're ready to break and finish up your variations, make your way back to tree. And then step the left foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. Let's take 3 long, deep breaths to restore here in your forward fold. You can take it in stillness. If you have arm variations, take it. If you want to shake your hips side to side, you can do that. Anything you need to help you to release and restore. All right, let's break second side. Bend the knees, chair. Hands together in prayer, twisting to the right. All right, once you set up your hands, check your knees and your feet. Then check your hands and your elbows line up pretty straight. Press your left elbow to outer right leg. Lift the upper torso and twist deeper. Stay there. A side crow to the right. When you're ready to finish, square back. Inhale, take it up to chair. Exhale, dive forward. One giant breath. Then come right back up to chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Tree pose second side. And then again, once you set up your tree, you have your variations. Whatever you took on the first side, you're repeating here. So the arms stay in a V position, in a Y position like this. Or if you want to take your hands back behind you, interlace with the opposite thumb on top with the heart opener. Right, if you want to side bend, you can side bend. Right, then I took it into an airplane, arms out to a T and forward fold to a tabletop or warrior 3 or airplane, however you want to describe this particular shape in a tree pose. So ideally, you want your torso to be about parallel to the floor with a straighter spine, right? So it depends all on your flexibility. All right, when you're ready, make your way back up to tree. Once you settle in, step the right foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. And again, 3 breaths in your forward fold. All right, place your hands on the floor, maybe about a foot forward. Shift to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes. Start to bend your knees and let the feet draw down. Balancing on your tiptoes. Lift the hands up to the sky and extend. Arms forward, regular crow. Good, Yvonne. Another technique you can do is once you have one foot off the floor, right, we tip forward enough, rather than raising your foot, you can think about, right? It doesn't matter because even if you elevate your foot, that slight change could throw off your balance. But if your toes can get light enough, you can just shrink your toes. Right? All right, let's make your way back to down dog. Or at least that's how I like to approach it. Whatever tricks I can find to make whatever work, right? All right, pigeon, left leg up. Draw the left knee in. Land the shin to the floor. All right, set up your pose. Left thigh out to side, into right knee further back. Elongate. Let's take a moment or two here. Right, I really, really love this back bend. When you're ready to make your way forward, walking hands forward, forearms down. You can stay there or make pillows with the hands, resting your forehead. If you like your pigeon variations, you can take whatever you want. You can, of course, stay in regular pigeon here. If you're following me, start to lift your torso back up. Mermaid 1, left hand, left foot. Right hand to outside the right foot. Mermaid 1, kick back and lift. Right? Just like in Crescent Moon, you can take revolved Mermaid 1, opposite hand and foot. If you want Mermaid 2, grabbing the inside of the right foot with your right hand. Slide your foot to your elbow crease and bind. All right, let's break. Let's do double pigeon, ankles to knee. Lift the torso up, take the left feet down. Move your left heel forward a little bit more so that the shin becomes parallel to from the mat. Take the left feet down, swing the right leg forward. You're probably off to the left a little bit, so center your seat. And then you're going to take the right ankle on top of the left knee. And then adjust your seating a little bit more. So you're nice and comfortable, nice and solidly placed. And then once you have that, make sure you flex your right foot before you start to do anything else so that you have the protection of the ankle joints and the knee joint with your feet flexed. Hands back behind you, lengthen your spine first. So from a lengthy spine, now you can start to think about the top knee, right knee, working toward the left ankle, energy downwards toward the left ankle. Right? So if your hip flexors are tighter, you may not be able to touch. If your hip flexors are really flexible, maybe they start to line up. Now, if this is easy, then you can start to take the next step with the hand supporting, lengthy spine. Start to hinge forward at the hips. All right? So you're not automatically rounding to go forward. You want the resistance of a lengthy spine, resistance of your fingertips pressing to the floor, against the floor behind you to work the heart center forward. Now, once you get to a certain point, if you reach a max, stay there. Take a few more breaths. And then after you've taken that few breaths, maybe your hip flexors may have released a little bit more, and then maybe you can go further. If you're able to go even further, you can start to walk your hands forward. You can take your forearms down or to a block if you can't reach, or just keep your arms extended. Keep honoring the integrity of that lengthy spine. All right, so you'll notice, even if you want to experiment, if you start to round the spine, automatically you lose the intensity, right? You lose the resistance. Right? We need that resistance for the stretch. And of course, again, if it's more effective, more beneficial for you to find a lengthy spine and just work at energetically the knee toward the ankle, that's fine too. I find whatever is appropriate for your practice today. Right, so notice how intense it could be to your hip flexors. So when we come out of the pose, we're going to have to very much support the exit out so we can ease out of the pose. All right, wherever you are, start to walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up to a vertical line. Then once you're ready to break, you're going to support the right leg with your hands and extend it forward. Support the left leg, extend it forward. Hands either side, and then flex and point your feet a whole bunch of times. This flexing and pointing are for your knees and your ankles. And recently, I started discovering for myself that if I also go side to side with the feet like this, it's then so nice for my hip flexors too. So we neutralize the knees and the ankles. So I've been doing that for years. And just recently, I started thinking, oh, what about my hips, right? My hip flexors. Okay, here we are. All right, once you're ready, let's break. Draw the left heel back, and let's make your way back to your pigeon. Draw the right leg back, step it back to down dog. Right, and that is true for all of us, whether we're teachers or practitioners. Right, as we experience all the different poses and how we get in and out of them, and the intensity, right, based on the teacher's directions. When you come out of the pose, if you're particularly tight or need a little bit more help, right, start experimenting to see what kind of movements really work for you. And maybe sometimes we forget things, right? And so that's what I discovered. I neutralized my ankles with my knees coming out of double pigeon ankles to knees, forgot about my hip flexors. And that's where the intensity is, right? In the hip flexors. All right, come back to stillness, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor, pigeon. Right thigh angles out, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back, untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate. All right, when you're ready to draw forward. All right. If you then went further for your pigeon variations, um, go ahead and bind for your mermaids. So if you're taking mermaid one, right hand to the floor, bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand to grab the outside of the foot. Now, when you kick back, right, you want to kick back and slightly to your left because we all have a tendency to fall to the right. So if you kick back and don't control that and you fall toward the center line, that means you're falling to the right, and that might not be enough support. But if you kick back and to your left, it's going to drag your torso a little bit to your left, and maybe you can find your balance better there. Right, so that's your mermaid one. Revolve mermaid one, opposite hand and foot, and kick back. If you're taking mermaid two, hand to the inside of the foot, drag that foot in toward the elbow crease. And again, hand working toward the head so you know where the hand is. Reach your right arm up, either extending or binding. All right, let's start to break. Take the right seat down, swing the left leg all the way around. Oh, I forgot to adjust the right foot first. So right leg forward, right ankle forward so that the shin becomes more parallel to the front of the mat. Flex your right foot, swing the left leg forward, center your seat, and then left ankle on top of the right knee. All right, and then also the other important point is your ankles to knee, right? Your ankles should be directly on top of the knee, right? Sometimes I see this, right? Maybe this has to do with the lack of flexibility in the hips, right? But I'd rather if you actually take the ankles to knee and support with a block or a blanket underneath your right, the outer ankle on the bottom, outer knee on the bottom leg, and the outer knee on the top leg, right? So you can take a blanket or a block, blanket or a block, right? So I'd rather if you're a little higher here, then we take the wrong positioning because of lack of flexibility, right? This is also not comfortable for your calves, right? So ankles to knee, flex your feet and your ankles, lengthen your spine. Actively draw the left knee toward the right ankle. So reduce this amount of space the best you can. If you have more in you, press your fingers against the floor, neutral spine, and lean forward. Go only as far forward as you can manage, right? This could be quite intense. Take a few breaths and see if after a few breaths you can get a little bit more out of your hip flexors. Right, to the point where you can walk your hands forward, either keeping your hands forward in neutral spine, take your forearms to a block or to the floor. All righty, start to make your way back up. Right, so it's quite intense. Support your left leg to draw forward. Support the right leg to draw forward. Hands to either side and flex and point your feet a bunch of times. All right, so that's for your ankles and your knees. Then take that to stillness and then rotate your toes side to side. These are for your hip flexors. All right, once you're feeling pretty good and you're ready to break, walk your right heel back in, left leg back, and through that pigeon, walk it back to the down dog. All right, then start to walk your feet forward toward your hands, gently taking your seat down. and then lowering onto your back. Bridge pose or wheel pose. Walk your heels in. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Your feet should be separated by hip width. Once you're set, press your heels down, lift your feet. You can keep your arms parallel and stay here. Or walk your hands underneath, creating a fist. If you decide to do that, you can also walk your shoulders in a little bit closer. You can stay in your bridge, or you can take a wheel, hands to your shoulders, elbows up, and then lift when you're ready. All right, when you're ready, make your way back down. And then once you see this down, draw the knees in toward the chest. All right, then keeping your left knee in, right leg extending out. Left arm out to a T and twist to the right. Back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, twist to the other direction. Back to center again. Hug both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right, coming up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's take a non-dominant shin on top, using a non-dominant side to even out. And then even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing the practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through yobindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.